I cannot wait to be out of here.
You don't have a chance.
Look at this, flat.
Into the wild again. Tell me when does it end? Hide under the shadow of the morning. Into the break of dawn. We are gonna carry on. Covered by the daylight. It's alright. We are pushing head on. All your worries be gone. We are running straight out into the wild. Follow when the dance.
We're just approaching Current Cut. We're about 2 miles away now, and the waves are building up a bit more. The cut is actually only about 100 meters wide and its narrowest point, and it lies between Eleuthera Island and Current Island. This cut is infamous for its ripping currents, and it is advisable to pass through it at slack tide.
Yeah, we're just gonna take the sails in. We don't wanna go that fast. We're just gonna go maybe a couple of knots. That's enough for us.
That dark patch behind me, actually it's not deeper there, it's just a big fat cloud that is shading this area. I mean Annika knows, but I'm still learning how to read the water around here and the colors, because I would have probably steered away from that and then get very confused why it's moving.
But this will save us a lot of time actually, just to go in through here, because otherwise we had to go on the outside and there was not really enough wind to sail, and there's no protection to anchor as well. So.
We actually got the engine in tick over, and we're still doing almost 3 knots because the wind is pushing us. I'm really glad it's definitely slack tide, because yeah, I don't think we want to go any faster than this. So this is a cloud and those are corals, and you can tell when you're really close, but when you're further away this can be quite confusing.
This is sailing vessel CUBA gone.
Everything okay with you guys?
Yeah, it's all good, so good.
Okay, yeah, we're the cat coming up behind you, so we'll be following you.
Thank you very much, Owen.
The catamaran that is behind us and just contacted us by the radio to actually ask, are you okay? Because we were going like starboard and then port a little bit. But yeah, they can just come straight in because they probably have a draft of like maybe maximum 50 centimeters. Guys, look at this. These waves are created because there's wind against current right now. It's almost slack tide, but it is starting to shift again, and with 10 knots of wind that we have from the stern, it's enough to push up the waves. They managed to move the boat around quite a bit. It's got a small catamaran. I think for them it's actually quite difficult to go slower because they glide even more when they get hit by the waves. So I believe this is why he decided to just overtake us and march on. We can see the tide and the currents on the water, and it's really difficult to actually control the boat because it's just going to the side whenever the current hits the rudder, and we can see it all whipped up like tiny little waves that look very, very confused. Guys, 100 meters never felt this tight. This doesn't look like 100 meters to me. They must have made a mistake. Oh man, and the water is like just so weird. It's moving in all kinds of directions. Actually, the current is now flattening the water completely, and there's so much disturbance. I cannot wait to be out of here. This is so scary. Guys, if you've ever been driving on an icy road, you can relate. It's like the boat doesn't have any grip. It's like we're just sliding. Guys, and can you see how the water is divided? Like there's the current pushing through, and obviously this is current as well. It's really strong right over there. The current cut is a popular passage for sailors. However, with the current reaching up to 10 knots, this place is not to be underestimated, as it can easily turn your boat around, or worse, leave you heading straight for the rocks. Look at this, flat!
Okay, it's nerve-wracking because it's so narrow, yeah? And I'm on full throttle, even though it's almost like that, no? I mean, like a couple of minutes, and still pushing through so hard.
You're in full throttle, and you're only managing to do 3.3 knots. Oh, look at this flow of current, guys. Oh, this is just crazy. Yeah, this looks so weird. Quite like this now.
The steering, it gets very light. There's no margin for error in this place, man.
Imagine the current catches your bow and it's just too strong and it just pushes.
When it's full current, no, you can't go against it. No way. This is almost like full tide, and yet the boat's struggling, only managed to do 3 knots.
Yeah.
So 2.5 to 3 knots. So imagine, you add on top of that 3-4 knots more.
You won't be able to go
No way.
through at all.
Not even, you don't have a chance.
Yeah, we now left current cut behind us, and now we can relax a little bit again, because this is probably one of the most dangerous things that you can encounter, and current always goes before wind. So even if you have strong winds, sometimes you encounter places like this where the current can probably go up to an easy 5-6 knots, but yeah, you can really get yourself into a bad situation if you do not consider the tide and the current.
We made it to Nassau,
We made it!
capital of the Bahamas. Quite nice, man. Nassau used to be the cradle of piracy.
In the 1700s, New Providence Island became known as Pirate Republic, wherein famous figures such as Charles Vane, Jack Rackham, and Edward Teach, aka Blackbeard, walked these streets. And while these guys were looking for treasure, we were on a different kind of hunt. This is where all the local shacks are, where they're preparing the fish for lunch and the conch. So, but this is where we want to go, find something more authentic.
This is called Port of Ski. Most locals called it Under the Dog.
Under the dog.
Under the I think what we're looking for. I think it's this place coming up.
What is this then?
Thousand Island sauce and conch fritters. 12 for $8. I think that's reasonable. Oh wow, this is real good. Got 3 conch fritters left. We got rice and we still got.
already full, man.
This is really hot. This is fried banana plantain. So plantain banana, that's the banana that you can't just eat. You have to cook it. And you can fry it, you can make different things with it. Here they make it into these fritters, and they're so tasty. And I think they're about, I don't know, $5 for 5 of them or something like that. But yeah, this is what you get everywhere in the Caribbean, and I just really like it because it's got this sweet touch to the kind of spicy food that they're selling and serving everywhere. Everything together was $27 US, but we had $10 in drinks, so basically the drinks were the most expensive thing, and the food was just 17 quid. It's just really good. We're both really stuffed, actually. It was too much food. We were struggling to eat it all. We just called a local boss. They call them jitney around here, and they don't really have proper
Bus stops, yeah.
bus stops or anything like this.
You
so
signal them and they stop anywhere.
signal them. So we asked a local which bus will take us to the mall where we can get the drone finally. And yeah, it was perfect timing.
Yeah, so it's $1.25 and we'll take you around the island. It's fantastic, man.
And they have the best aircon in here that you could ask for.
Just air.
They just leave the door open. Just when we got in and we were asking how this works and if we have to tell the bus driver where to stop because we need to go to the mall. Several people were saying, no, don't worry, we got you. It's so sweet. We're feeling like at home.
Yeah, it's
already.
very nice. I feel like at home. The Bahamian seems to love the turquoise color. I mean, it's in their flag, but yeah, so many houses is turquoise. So beautiful. That's Sarah's favorite color.
I don't know, there's some sort of communication going
People
on.
seem very happy. Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Welcome to the Bahamas.
Thanks. Bye. So sweet people. Everybody's smiling, wishing you a good day. Even when you just walk on the street, everybody is saying, hey, good day, good afternoon. You know?
And everybody keeps saying you're gonna enjoy it, you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, we're still hunting. We've been pointed in quite a few different directions to see if there's a shop around here. We looked on the internet before and it seemed like there were some, but yeah. It doesn't always add up what they have on the internet and what's actually in the store. Look at this, guys! What we found!
Now we can show you the Bahamas.
Oh man, we're just checking that everything is in the box and everything is working.
So imagine that we go away from here to most remote islands in the Bahamas and it doesn't work, we have to sail all the way back. So
Yeah.
that's why we want to make sure that everything works because some of these drones are sitting in the store for such a long time and the batteries are completely drained and
Yeah.
you can't revive them.
We made it back to Cuba before the sunset. Man, what a productive day. We got the drone. We had a super sweet conversation on our way back in the bus with everyone on the bus basically. And we just walked back the last bit to the dinghy, just smiling, and the bus driver passed by honking and waving, and there was a lady that we also met on the bus and then she recognized us a little bit further down the road again, and yeah, we had another chat with her. So I love days like this. It feels like we already know people here, we're already at home here, we've just arrived, and yeah, it's like we have friends in Nassau.
Join us next time on Sailing SB Cuba.
50 knots out of nowhere. Whoa!
Oui.